All right, I almost said 96.9 FM, but I forgot that this is my own. It's my own channel. There's this man who sang this song, and he said some people don't have work. He was talking about me, I'm sure. The first thing we do is we check his watch. Oh yeah, check the watch if it's original.
Check it's original. Examine it.
Date just on Jubilee strap.
Yeah,
36 mm.
Has them to
Luckily for him, two-tone.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yes.
Your watch is original.
Thank you so
Foolish
much.
guy. What's up? Afan, what do I even call you? Actor, comedian,
Everything.
activist, entertainment. Hey, you are not an entertainer. You are the entertainment.
Yes.
I remember one of your lines from Merry Men when you were talking about the chief. You said there are some chiefs. What's up? Afan, what do I even call you? Actor, comedian,
Everything.
activist, entertainment. Hey, you are not an entertainer. You are the entertainment.
Yes.
I remember one of your lines from Merry Men when you were talking about the chief. You said there are some chiefs that are big fishes in the big. Say it again. Say it again.
Even that line, Franco too. I myself, I didn't remember this. Because when I'm there on the site, the spirit do.
Okay, let me help you remind you. He said there are some people that are big fishes in the big ocean. You now mention that chief. You say he's the big ocean. Other fishes.
Yeah. I remember that.
So what's up?
I'm good, man. We thank the Lord. I just catching fun, enjoying ourselves, every now and then.
When you walked in, I said to Kayla, who was there, I didn't even know where to start from. Who do I even prefer? Is it you or your dad?
It's my dad.
Your dad must be very proud.
He's proud, very proud.
Did you watch Merry Men?
He just watched last night. And he has been calling me today, so I suspect he wants to give his feedback. But I haven't spoken to him yet.
No, you did well. Awesome job.
Awesome job.
We're so proud of you. And that song, I keep forgetting the name, but I can never forget the lyrics. Because you spoke about every problem going on in Nigeria, especially one problem that I'm passionate about. We are 58 years old now, and what we have to show for 58 years in existence is a very strong church. A very strong income generating church. Our entertainment industry is growing, the fashion industry is growing.
Yeah.
But it's still small compared to the church.
Daddy, please, you need to be careful.
I know.
You need to be careful.
Because I'm dealing with a mafia.
Pastor, they are watching this. The pastor, they are watching this.
What church do you go to?
Hi, myself. Good question.
I hear you still pay your tithes, though.
Frankly speaking, I haven't been to church in a bit of a while. I do have my own alone time where I say words of prayer to my God. I speak directly to God. And fellowship is just communicating with God, and that's the most important thing. It doesn't have to be a church where you go and, drop offering every Sunday. It doesn't have to be.
Why did you have to emphasize on drop offering?
Because I know that's your concern.
No, but you see, Falz, how do you rate a man doing well? In my opinion, I may be wrong. Is the man happy? I look at you and you are happy. Is the man, Nigerian man, we look at your skin. Is it fresh? It's fresh. I remember when you were with Manny X that year. Remember Manny X? Emmanuel Malaka. He was your producer one year when you first came back from London that year.
Manny X. I don't remember Manny X.
Manny X was the best. Okay. Manny X going to shoot you after this. Anyway, I know how you were.
I'm now proud. I really actually don't remember.
And I know how you are now. I've seen that growth. Career-wise, you have not grown, you have blossomed. So, if you're successful, because I look at you, I cannot say you are not successful. You're a man who speaks Nigerian, listens.
Thank you, sir.
If you've gotten here without paying your tithe, do you think Nigerians need to emphasize more on another type of giving, like to the poor? Nigeria houses the world's greatest poverty crisis. 21 million more poor people than India.
We are now the poverty capital of the world.
As declared by Theresa May, Brookings Report, IMF, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the World Poverty Report, and the goalkeeper's report.
It's unbelievable.
So it is not one person that's made a mistake. A GO came out over the weekend and said declaring Nigeria as the country with the most poverty is a fabrication of the West. Do you agree with that?
I don't think it's a fabrication because we can see it. We can see it around us, among us. We can see. So it's not a fabrication of the West. It's not a. You see, there's so many people that always come up with all these conspiracy theories, and every single thing that comes up, every single thing that becomes a thing, they say, oh, it's the West that is trying to impose it on. We need to wake up. That's what we need to do. We need to wake up, and we need to start to act. Because if we don't, then things are just going to get worse.
Speaking of your video, this is Nigeria. We're ready for anybody to get up, and when they came, we're all ready. Luckily, they backed down. How did you feel in the aftermath? Sometimes you have a song, you think about it. Is it the trouble that's going to come with this song? Is it really worth it? It's not like this song's going to add money to my account.
Yeah.
It's just going to shake a table that is standing well.
It's a matter of passion. These kind of topics are just a matter of passion because these are not necessarily commercially viable songs. These are conscious songs, and the message is the important thing. So it's passion. It's because I really genuinely care about the state of affairs in this country.
I know. Did you take your dad's permission before you used his voice? So you will not go and sue for one day you'll just see income generation. $1.7 million.
Falz! He has been telling me, he said one of these days I will sue you for using my vocals on this record.
Talking about your dad and his legal practice and his activism and the fact that he's so vocal. Are you ever scared for him in a Nigeria that we are bound and gagged?
I don't think there's any need or any point being scared for him at this point because the activism, the struggle that he's been involved in, he has been involved in this for years. Since the days of the military rule. He has been detained countless times. So at this point in time, I mean, for me to now start saying I'm scared now, like he's been doing this. Like this is what he does. It's in him. And I don't think he's ever gonna back down. And I really, really admire him for that.
I absolutely admire him too. He's one person, the free nation in Christ. That is my church respect.
The free nation in Christ. So you are still in Christ.
We're in Christ.
So you are a Christian.
I'm a full Christian.
Do you pay your tithe?
Tithe again. No. You see,
do you believe in paying offering?
Offering should go to the poor. Acts chapter 4 verse 32.
Do you give to the poor?
Oh yes. We have a monthly feeding outreach.
Oh good.
Last month we fed 500 people. The highest number we fed is about almost 1,000, and we do it largely on taste buds and eye resorts. My woman, the plenty food she cooks in our industrial kitchen in the house. That's where we generate that from. And we also do a lot of, we're trying to help students get uniforms, pay for NECO, because there are some people who go to school for 6 years because the government sponsors them, and then they can't do NECO exams. So it's like 6 years of a waste. So we also want to do that. What do you think you can do to ease Nigeria's poverty plight?
Well, I think I could do.
And what are you doing actively as a non-tither?
Charitable causes. And also what else we can do to reduce our poverty rate is to empower. To empower people, because if you are empowered, then you will not be poor. So orientation needs to change. I feel like generally our orientation is really, really warped. Like we are in a place where everything now is a fucked up. I'm so sorry to say, boy, he's a fucked up.
Are you sorry to say? As in, literally, it is fogged. There's foggy. Everywhere is fog. We can't see.
And people just we need to have an upwardly mobile mentality. Generally, the youth now, they're very relaxed.
They're suffering from poverty ambition.
And
poverty of ambition.
Yeah, a lot of people are not ambitious, like you said. They're just comfortable sitting down at home, maybe pressing laptop here and there, I mean, people just need to be more ambitious.
In my opinion, here's why I took religion on the foremost. Because in my opinion, it's what creates the mentality that is where you start tackling from. Karl Marx said, religion is the opium of the masses, the hope of the hopeless. To eradicate religion as the illusion of hope means you have to create real hope.
Exactly.
And for you to create real hope, you must remove the conditions that warrant the illusion of hope.
What are those conditions?
Poverty, hunger, homelessness, no basic education, no hospital care. When you don't have a hospital to take your sick to, you run to the illusion of hope, which is quote unquote the church. And they pray for you. At the end of the day, the person's still going to die half the time. But you see, they give you a hope because you believe you're better with hope than without it. But I'm from...
But you are, to be honest.
I think I disagree. I think the positive mentality is actually a backward mentality. Let me give you an example.
Okay.
Paul was living... the people, he said, I know you are never going to see me again. I know what I'm going to face in Jerusalem is plenty of torture, hardship, and jail time. Do you understand? He said, we are poor, we are hungry. He identified their problems. He didn't say we're rich like we do when we're actually poor. Yes, there was one guy that walked up to me, and please, can you give me transport money? I'm very rich. I looked at him. I said, I'm very rich. I said, Papa, tell me, say you not get money to go house. Tell me, identify your problem.
That in life.
Identify your problem.
No. And it's like going into the elevator and you ask somebody, are you going down? No, I'm not going down. It's Jesus. You are the one that will go down. But bro, I'm just talking about the lift. Why is it so serious?
I was having a conversation with Taste Buds yesterday night. The kids were there.
Yeah.
I was like, Taste Buds, you are going to walk till you die. My idea of walking till you die is you're going to work. After a while, you enter more supervisory roles.
Okay.
You know. God forbid. What do you mean? You're not the one that is cooking in the kitchen. You're not the one that is... I said, it's not... No. So I understand. And it's not her. I told the same thing to my mother in Romania. No, what are you talking about? You want me that? Did I come to this one? You see, it's the way our brains...
mentality. I agree with you. We need to identify the real problem and not just focus on that illusion of hope. We need real hope.
God bless.
I completely agree with you. And do you have hope in terms of our future? Do you think that we have hope? Is there a government that can give us real hope?
Unfortunately, I was an advocate for getting your PVC, but I think I'm becoming an advocate for getting visas because of what I saw in the Ocean States.
No.
Because of what I am seeing in this Lagos.
Bro, my brother.
Do you think your PVC counts in this Lagos? At the end of the day, they will decide it.
At the end of the day, what can you do? Keep on voting.
Falz is because you said so.
Keep
Left
on,
to me.
Continue voting. There's nothing.
I want to get visa.
If they rig today, rig tomorrow, I will keep on voting.
Amen.
I'll keep on voting. I'm not gonna get visa because Nigeria is my own.
But
Nigeria is more than
you.
They will not agree for them to mortgage it, so we will collect our Nigeria back by fire, by force. And we must.
Alright, on a final note, what is your independence message to Nigeria? This is what I really wanted to ask you from the beginning.
Yeah.
But there's no way I'm going to catch Falz in the hot seat, which is something I've dreamt about in a long time. And I know how far this beautiful Fola show her, how much she has called you to even get you here, for you to even arrive here. You see, there are celebrities. There's a great celebrity, and there's after the alphabet, Z. The second A, starting afresh, that's my own A of celebrity. So me too, I'm A grade after, but he is A of the overlap. So, Falz, on a party note, what is your independence message to Nigeria? Mine is simple. I'm here to stop religious oppression, manipulation, and tyranny. That's mine. So help me God. What's yours?
Mine is I posted it up on my social media today. Mine is there's power in the action of one person. One person. My action alone is enough motivation for my brother, for my partner, for my neighbor to actually act. So you are sitting there in your house complaining, Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that. What are you doing about it? Your action is important. Are you going to vote in 2019? It's important that we actually get up and do something positive towards changing the state of affairs of this country. That is my message.
God bless you, bro. I'm not getting visa again. It's PVC.